So I didn't know of the PSA process as a PSA process. I knew what design contracts were, and I knew that some builders were able to build that into their system, but we weren't technically a design build firm or thought of that way. And so I wasn't sure how to capture that and be able to get paid for our time. I knew that we were spending an absorbent amount of time. So the PSA process really opened my eyes to how to be able to add value to our product up front and show that we should be getting paid for that time, and how to separate ourselves from other contractors who may be offering free estimates, and show the difference between a well-defined estimate and someone who's just trying to bid a job to get a job. And the PSA has been able to increase our profits up front, bring in revenue that we didn't have before, and also make a smoother transition into the construction process so that we can have a smoother project all the way through. The old way we used to do things, we would always throw out a bid, and then we would get the job, and then we would kind of decide what we could afford in that bid. Then we would all of a sudden have to get the job rolling, and then we would just know that we're going to do this much work for this amount of money. With the PSA, we're starting with the whole schedule. We lay out a schedule. We're talking to them about finishes from day one. We're getting selections. We're bringing in all our subs. We're making multiple trips to the job, and we're going line by line. We're able to review it with the customer, make sure it is what they want. And then by the time we actually get there, we've already got a well-defined scope of work. We know what selections are. They're not deciding on the fly all the time. And we know that our budget matches up to what they selected and not up to basically what we thought that they should select. At the end of the day, we can hand it off to a project manager and start the project knowing where we're going with the schedule, with all the decisions made, and then by the end of the job, we've able to stay on schedule and stay on budget, which is highly important.